And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Alperen Sengun.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Smith and Sengun make up the 4 and the 5. And it's the great in at the point guard. And for the Trailblazers, in at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Avdia is out there with Donovan Clingan. And it's Kamare in at the 3. Coach, this is a game we always look forward to. A pair of conference rivals going head-to-head, toe-to-toe. It should be a beauty.
Well, Kevin, you know, this is the NBA at its best. No need to hype this one up. This matchup provides its own hype, and you can hear the fans are as hyped up as we are. Well, you set him up, and Lillard will knock him down. Nice job being ready.
Here's the great, covered by Lillard, and the basket by the great.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Pass to Sharp. Back to Lillard. Inside. And there's Clingan. That's good on the assist by Lillard.
And this is where Clingan looks to score. The closer he is to the rim, the more aggressive he becomes.
Durant in the corner. Pass to the great. For the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. The great's got 7 points in the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
And you talk about the rise of three-point shooting, Coach. Damian Lillard has been at the vanguard.
Yeah, I think what Damian Lillard has done, he's been one of the guys, one of the few guys in this league who changed what we think about three-point shooting. Because of his range, he shoots it from deeper than we're used to with most anyone else, and he shoots it off the dribble more than he shoots it off the catch. Damian Lillard's one of the guys who has changed the NBA.
So it's the Rockets now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. The great misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's tipped. Back to Clingan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Alperen Sengun.
And simply put, Donovan Clingan is a winner. 2 national titles in 2 college seasons. He can really affect a game at that size.
And the Rockets making a change here. Eason's checked in. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. We talked about Kevin Durant and just how challenging a matchup he is. He told me, quote, his length is what makes him so difficult. Throwing that quick release on his jumper, all we can ask our guys to do is get a hand up on any shot they can. We'll see how effective their defense is on Durant tonight. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Clippers. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And Houston, they've got that #1 spot halfway through the year. Not a big deal at this point in the season, but you know that gives these guys a great deal of confidence.
And the basket by Kamare.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Durant just inside the line. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
That first step of Lillard deadly.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Shots good by Durant.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Here's the great. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. And he uses the glass on the layup. The great's got 12 in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And since their scrappy play last season, Coach, the Blazers extending the contract of head coach Chauncey Billups.
Yeah, great decision, as well as a renewed contract with the front office. Times had passed, their seats had grown high, but nice to see that commitment to what they're building.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Avdia. And it's Holiday in for Tamani Kamara. Lillard from outside. He's off on that one. Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. With that bucket in no time at all. 16 points for him.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense. A powerhouse slam. Klingon gave it everything on that one.
Here's KD. And Houston again with the bucket.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers score. The Rockets leading. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the great. Coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Just 5 on the clock. Smith the pass to the great. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And that's now 18 points for the great. And the call will go against the great. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Donovan Klingon, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Avdia comes in for Murray. Tamani Kamara, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. And Lillard subbed in for Henderson. Houston also making some changes. Durant's checked in for Tari Eason. Amen Thompson comes in for Aaron Holiday. And the great subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Donovan Klingon out there with Avdia. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Tamani Kamara. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Klingon. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Klingon's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. Rockets have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Pass to KD. Here's the great. Takes the 3. Taps in, coming off the assist from KD. The great's got the lead up to 3 now for the Rockets. Lillard, right side. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Lillard's got 15.
Well, when Dame gets going, good luck slowing him down. Tonight has been vintage Lillard.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Yeah, he is solid from deep. Can't give Avdia too much of a window.
1:39 left to play here in the second quarter. Drills it from outside.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. All defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Guys, back to you.
It is a new day. Allie, we thank you very much. Pass to the great. Klingon with the block.
And at 7'2", Plingan is a huge shot-blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around.
Shaden Sharp's checked in for Portland. And then for Houston, Clint Capella comes in for Şengün. And Tari Eason subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Pass to Kamare. Back to Lillard. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's the great. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Fires from deep. Lillard misses. Rockets leading by 5. KD on the wing. Here's the great. He's got 32. Back to Durant from deep. And another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's the Houston Rockets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. Back right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our participants.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
This upcoming slate is a gut check for them. Good teams level up against good opponents. Bad teams crumble.
Either way, Shaq, I think this is a chance for them to improve, which often happens when you're exposed.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Rockets.
Coaches preach this over and over again, and Shaq knows this well. Take care of the ball, and they internalize that.
Yeah, on the other hand, the defense will let them stay comfortable.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from the great.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
So, Stan, let me pose this question. What do you think is the most important thing to stress in youth basketball?
I think there's 2 things, Kevin, that need to be stressed in youth basketball. The first one is love the game. Make it enjoyable for guys, because look, if kids love it and enjoy it, they'll keep playing it, they'll keep practicing it, and they'll get better. And then the second thing that goes along with that is the fundamentals. You can never do too much work on footwork, ball handling, and things like that.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. The great out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5 spot. Here is Lillard after the three-pointer from KD. Picked away. Here's Şengün. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
A guy who is ready to fight for it. Şengün using that strength to get that one to go.
Here's Kamare. He's got 8. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard with the bucket.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
Outside Durant. A steal, Kamara, and slam dunk by Kamara.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. We've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
Well, you look at the great, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And when you, look at that.
Wow. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Took him no time at all on that one. Lillard's got 10 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Rockets leading by 3. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Which shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Here's Sharp, following the score by Houston. Back to Lillard, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Drew Holiday's checked in for Lillard. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Eason's checked in. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. And the basket by Kamara. Kamara's got 13.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's the great. And that one drops. And the Rockets lead by 4.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Over to the left wing. Down low. Here's Sharp. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Right side, Kevin Durant. Oh, the silky smooth 3 from KD.
Dare I say he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
Pass to Sharp. No good with the layup.
Yeah, credit the defense there. Not allowing the easy layup.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Really like how Durant is playing tonight. Going for his. This guy is just so unreal.
To the inside. And there's Klingon. That's good on the assist by Avdia. Avdia's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's the great. He has 40. Durant in the corner. The great passes to Easton. Here's the great. Basket counts. The great's got 42 in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Avdia finds Klingon. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Holiday, a screen on Smith. Here's Sharp. Nailed from three-point land. Sharp's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Got it up. And And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Sharp, the pass to Lillard. The score now all even. Lillard's got 42 in the game.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Here's the great, covered by Lillard. The great passes to Şengün. Thompson for the triple. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Thompson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defender.
Drained from outside.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from outside.
Here's the great, covered by Lillard, and the shot goes in.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense today.
To take the lead, can't get it to go. Houston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. The 19-foot shot, and down it goes.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
From deep. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
1:53 left to play in the final quarter. Buries the deep ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Now Durant takes the 3. Slick corner 3 by Durant.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shot.
And again for 3.
And he's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for 3s in a game. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3.
And the fans are so fired up after that triple that trimmed the lead at the other end. And now they are stunned.
Off target from outside.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Rockets.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
and continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the great.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Now the Rockets with it. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Count it!
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, the great.